In today's video, I just wanted to show you how the different styles of clasps work for Rolexes. They have quite a few different clasp systems, but mainly on the sports models. I just wanted to show you how to adjust and how to change the different styles and the different types of clasp systems. So this piece here, we've got a Submariner, the 16610. Then we have the well, now older version of the Submariner, which is the 11610, which is now the discontinued model, replaced by the 126610. And here we have a DeepSea Seadweller. So they have three different types of clasps. Now the first clasp, we'll start with old to new. So the first one has a spring bar closure. So basically it's held in place by spring bars, which make it easily adjustable and then placed into these holes, as you can see. So this has an expansion link within it. Let's just take a closer look. So to use this expansion link, or to open this expansion link, there's a link here that has a small circle on it. It's called the O-link. Now this O-link is the link to indicate that's where you open it. So you just have to push down so when you press down, you're gonna use your forefinger just to push upwards, and you're just pinching it basically, and pushing slightly this way towards the end of the clasp or the end of the bracelet. Then you're able to open it, and then you just give it a slight tug and it expands. So this is your expansion link. And to close it, as you can see, it's got like a hook, kind of a fish hook style closure there. So you just bring it into place with a V kind of sitting. So you're not trying to push it in like this and then press down. You have to do it reverse to the way it came out. So you want to back it slightly into place. Let's see if you can see that. There you go. And then on the crease of the V, you want to push down, and then it clips into place. So let's just do that again. Oh, there we are. You want to press here, and then it pops out a bit. There we are. And then you just pull. There we are. And then to put it back into place, you have the V, and then you just push down and clip it into place. And to adjust it, so once you've opened it, and then you pull that back, this part here is where your spring bar is. So here's your spring bar, which then holds this into place. And then you move it along, and I'll show you how to do that now. So once you've opened the clasp and you want to then bring this, to make it tighter, you want to bring this in. So don't get confused with these holes. These holes are then for the expansion link to close. So it has just like a little bubble there, which then sits into these holes. You wouldn't be able to move this bar and put them there. Otherwise, this would be over around here and it won't shut. So you would have to, you can only about say 1.5 centimeters worth of space to work with. So you get multiple different tools. I would always suggest a toothpick, and it's something that you'd have in and around the house. You just push down. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit further. You want to push down And the reason why I say a toothpick is because then you avoid the risk of damaging it. You only want to go, you want to try and go one by one, and then you just find, oh, you find it again. There you go. You see now it's popped into the second hole. Then you just flip it over, and vice versa. You do it again. You just push down, and it's on a spring-loaded bar. So now we've gone one. Now we're on the same position. So you can go one more, depending on how tight or loose you need it. Then you're going to be one behind on this side. So then you just match them up, pop that into place. And now what we've done is we've made it tighter from this hole here. We've brought it 1-2 steps in. Then again you can close it. So you just push that into place. There we are. Again, fold the clasp. And then push it into place. And now that has adjusted the older style clasp for the sub. And then you just close it, and that's it. Oh. Now going back to the one up, we'll go to the newer style sub. Which again, as I said, is discontinued, but it does still have the same clasp system. So with the glide lock, this piece you don't need any tools. So you just pull apart you open the clasp. So you open the safety lock, then you open up the clasp again, and this has a really handy a feature where you don't need any tools. You can just slide it. So if you're feeling really warm and your wrists are swelling up, you can just take the watch off, pull the bracelet and pry it apart. So I find it easy just to give a slight tug on the bracelet while pushing against the end of the clasp ever so softly, with not too much force. It's very little force needed at all. So you just pull down, slide the bracelet as far as you need, and just push down and make sure it is secure and fully closed. So it should be concealed completely within the clasp, and you're ready to wear it. Just make sure it's pushed down and close the safety clasp. So just one, and again, so you just pull down, slide along, push closed, and close. Now, how do we adjust the bracelet size on a DeepSea? This again, you'd think it'd probably have the same system as a sub, but it doesn't. It's very similar, but you don't pull apart the bottom. Whatever you do, don't do that. It's like a hidden compartment here. You pull this up. I think that's such a beautiful feature, and it just looks so amazing. Very cool, very James Bond. And then so you pull that. Now you're free to slide the bracelet across. This also has an expansion link, like the older style Submariners that we just saw. So once it's in place, push, and now it's locked in place. And if you were to be wearing a wetsuit or needed to then push this or put this over a wetsuit, that's your expansion link. And this one is slightly different to the Submariner, but you just have to basically just push. You're pushing this the bracelet side upwards. As you can see, there's a lock, like a little lip here. That then when you close it, you want to angle the lip so it slots underneath the closure. So you can see there's like a groove where they both slot into. There we are. And then it closes. So when you're opening, you just pry it apart, and then it works itself open, and just close it like that, then closed. And then to then put that back in, just slide it in, close that, shut the clasp, then done. And those are the 3 different types of clasps for most sports watches. And that concludes our video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please like, share, subscribe and click on the notification buttons. And any suggestions you have, please leave a comment below. Hope you've enjoyed and see you next time.